Okay, so square roots, we're going to do perfect squares and things that are non-perfect squares all in the same time. So perfect squares would be something that works out perfectly when you plug it in your calculator. So if you say 625 and hit the square root button, you will get the number 25. The square root of 400, you will get 20. So those are pretty easy to do because all you have to do is plug them into your calculator. The one thing we need to talk about is the negative symbols. So don't forget that if this little thing, this little radical symbol, I call it my house. If I have negativity inside my house, that's not good. We're sad all the time. We're not happy, right? So negativity inside the house means no real numbers. No real numbers, no solution, no answer, whatever you want to say, it's not real. Not real is fine, not real. But if it's outside the house, that's okay. All we do is take the square root of whatever's in there, so the square root of 25 in your calculator is 5, and then carry the negative with us, so it'd be just a negative number. So again, inside the square root is not good. Outside the square root makes us happy, okay? So now we're going to talk about non-perfect squares, and what that is if you plug it in your calculator, just like the square root of 2 up there, you get something that goes all the way to the end of your calculator. It's not perfect. It's an ugly, irrational decimal. And I don't like ugly decimals because they're long and they're annoying. So what I want to do is instead of you telling me what the decimal is, I want you to tell me what two whole numbers they're in between, or integers they're in between. And remember, integers are not to decimals. So if I have something like 2 and it's 1.41421, whatever, however long it goes, really I have, let's pretend all these numbers are here. I have $1.41. So I definitely have $1, that's for sure. But what am I almost to? What do I almost have? I almost have $2. Okay, so 1.41 is right about here, in between 1 and 2. So a couple ways. You can think about it like money. You can put it on a number line and see which two whole numbers it's in between. One of the things you need to remember is it always goes from least to greatest, so the smallest number to the biggest number. And when you get to negatives, notice right here, what if our number was in between -3 and -2? -3 is actually smaller than -2, so you would put the -3 first, even though it looks like a bigger number. On your number line, it's actually smaller. Okay, so I'm going to skip. Okay, square root of 18. 18 square root in your calculator gives us 4.242640, blah, 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 blah. So I have, let's forget all these numbers, $4.24. So I definitely have $4, but I'm almost at how much? $5. Make sure it's numbers right next to each other. You don't want to put between 4 and 10. That's a big range for us to have between. We want to keep it between one number right after the other. Okay. And then lastly, if we have a negative, like negative 84, 84 square root is 9.16515, blah, 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 blah. And we got to take our negative, so it's a negative number. So I owe $9 to somebody and 16 cents, but I almost owe them $10. So it is in between -10 and -9. Okay, so that is perfect squares and non-perfect squares wrapped up in a short little video. Good luck.